Small streams, super sensitive. You really gotta watch what you're doing.
You really do. You have to be stealthy.
While the ability to locate fish, assemble the appropriate gear, select the right fly, and cast a good line are all essential skills for success, there's one other skill which can compromise all of these: the art of being sneaky. The ability to approach a promising lie or a rising fish without the fish detecting you. While this applies to most locations, it is particularly true for trout streams, especially the smaller ones, where trout tend to be more careful and also have greater opportunity for detecting an approaching human. The art of sneaking up on trout amounts to little more than basic common sense in controlling the natural urge to rush up to the water and start flailing away. It's essentially a matter of moving and lurking without being seen, heard, or felt by the trout. Here are 9 crucial tips for doing just that. 1. Dress appropriately. Go drab. Resist those bright designer clothes and shiny embellishments on your gear and accessories. Wear muted greens, blues, and earth colors, anything which blends in well with the natural colors of the stream bank vegetation. 2. Approach the stream carefully. When you arrive, stop well back from the bank. Make sure you don't create a silhouette against the skyline, which trout might see. 3. Keep perfectly still. Observe the stream closely. Are there any flies on the water or in the air above it? Are there any fish rising? This is vital information, for whatever is happening on the stream will determine your choice of fly, your approach to the water, and how you will present the fly. 4. Once you've decided on how you're going to fish and where you're going to cast from, make your way slowly towards the bank. Keep a low profile, crawling if necessary. 5. Use all the cover you can from bankside bushes and tall plants. You don't have to hide behind bushes and trees, just huddle up in front of them. 6. Tread softly. Trout have a very sensitive organ called a lateral line, which picks up vibrations from footfalls on the bank as they are transmitted into the water. If you tread heavily or stumble, trout will sense the vibrations and react appropriately. 7. Don't worry about talking or even shouting to your friend yards down the bank. Trout are much less sensitive to sounds transmitted through the air. 8. Avoid waiting as much as possible. Trout are very sensitive to vibrations transmitted directly through the water. 9. Avoid sudden movements. Even if you're well camouflaged, trout will detect them. Here are 6 tips for staying sneaky while presenting your fly. 1. Get as close to the target fish or holding lie as you can without being detected. This will allow you to present your fly on the shortest possible cast. Not only does this allow you to drop your fly more accurately, it also enables greater line control, as you'll have less line in the water. 2. Targeting a visible fish or holding lie from downstream allows the closest approach. This is because feeding trout always hold with their heads facing the flow of current. But you still need to stick to the all sneaky stealthy moves you made while getting there. If you can get your back against a tree or a bush to hide your profile, so much the better. 3. Crawl and kneel to cast. You can often get as close to the fish as 20 feet for an upstream cast. 4. If you're casting across the flow and swinging a wet fly or streamer downstream, you won't be able to approach the target as closely. This is when it's particularly helpful to find a strategically situated bush to lurk beside. 5. On streams with trees along the banks, you can usually work your way down a riffle or a run with your back tight against the trees. You'll have to use a roll cast here as there won't be enough room for a back cast. Just remember to do this as unobtrusively as possible. Avoid any sudden or vigorous movements. 6. If bankside trees force you to wade, make short, slow steps. Don't lift your foot out of the water, but slide it slowly and gently beneath the surface. This creates far less vibration in the water. It doesn't matter how well you can match the hatch, or how elegantly and accurately you can cast. If your target fish becomes aware of you, your chances of having it take your offering are hugely diminished. Sneakiness comes first, and it's not hard to learn.